And here we're taking a look at Griffin Gallagher, and Griffin is headed to North Carolina from Gettysburg, and he's a straight-up goal-scoring midi with awesome athleticism and a hammer of a shot. He can really bring it on the run or as a stretch shooter, and as a dodger, he does a really good job of leaning and dodging with physicality. And so we're going to let these clips unfold, and we're going to dive into each of those things and kind of showcase those and exactly why North Carolina fans should be excited to get them. And so here we have an offensive midi stuck there. And so on this east-west, Griffin's going to attack. And like we said, there's an offensive midi there. So right here on this clear through, there's not going to be any hot guy. And so he's going to, again, use his shoulder, leans, keeps his angle nice and tight. He's not running towards the corner. So now he's able to just pull that thing and keep it on cage with tons of power. And so here, again, we're going to just keep these rolling. And again, he's going to do a good job of attacking, getting downhill. And in this instance, we get a little bit of a show, and he's going to throw a little pump fake that kind of helps free himself up as well. And so over there, those two midfielders circled are going to clear through. This midfielder adjacent to him is going to slip one here, and then as he goes underneath of him, this defender is going to be our hot guy, and now he's going to be in a tough spot. And right here on this pump fake, Griffin's looking at that throwback, going to throw a little bit of a pump fake that sends that defender right back, and now he's able to pull this thing on the run. Tons of power behind it. Like we said, he can absolutely pull it on the run, and that's in a great spot back to the far pipe. And so a really, really good clip there that we'll let run one time full speed. Boom. And so we'll just keep these type of clips going here, and right here on our next one, we're going to get him dodging, again, the righty alley. And our defender here is going to kind of overplay his right hand and make it tough for him to get to it. But again, like we said, he uses his body, his physicality, and he leans really well. Right here, he's leaning into this dodge to keep himself on a better angle, get back to his right hand, and then he's able to just kind of finish it, right, with that awkward angle, a little bit of a leaner there finish, and he's already shot to the far pipe a couple times, so now bringing it back to the near side with a little bit of an awkward lean here is a nice little finish there as well. A little bit of finesse to his to complement his power there as well. And then here we're going to see, again, he's going to do a good job of working and getting to his right hand. And plenty of teams are smart enough to kind of overplay it. And again, he just does such a good job of dodging with physicality and using his athleticism as a dodger that he can get to it. It almost just doesn't matter. And so here he's just going to run through that bracket, gets to the middle of the field, and then sticks it with his upfield shoulder. So really smooth finish there. And again, kind of two clips in a row of him showing off a little bit of finesse on top of his ability to really bring it with power. And so here we're going to go back to bringing it with power and a little bit of heat. And again, we get an adjacent show, and now he's able to just drift into space. He catches this at the restraining line, steps into it, and just has, like we said, absolute hammer, finds the back of the net with tons of power behind it. And then here again, we're going to get him going down that righty alley against Dickinson. This time we're attacking a pole. And again, watch how he just runs straight through this approach, using that physicality, leans, gets through it, doesn't even really get bumped off his line at all. And now he has plenty of angle and space to finish. His hands are completely free. And again, his physicality as a dodger is really impressive. And then here we're going to finish off with a clip of him. Again, I wanted to show a few compliments with some finesse here, and not just him running and sprinting to his right hand and finishing it, which is him at his best, but ultimately you're going to have to kind of show a little bit of versatility as well. And so here he's going to go into an invert, take his right hand, start to get upfield, really in a dangerous space, and then he's going to become a feeder. Does a really good job stepping away, clears hands, and puts that thing right on the money. And so this clip series here is like 4 minutes or so of him getting downhill, showing you his ability with his right hand and his athleticism, his ability to dodge with physicality and get to his strength, and then as well a little bit of finesse for the instances when it calls for it as well. And so excited to see how Griffin does when he gets down to North Carolina and throughout the course of the 2023 season.